Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Anthony Davis credits 6 Lakers players for win over Pelicans. Me and Bron were 12-36. The Los Angeles Lakers advanced to the playoffs with a 110-106 win over the New Orleans Pelicans in the NBA play-in tournament on Tuesday. The Lakers did so despite LeBron James and Anthony Davis not having great nights, and after the game, Davis commended the role players for getting them this win. "Think me and Bron were 12-4-36 or something like that," Davis said. D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Taurean Prince, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, those are the guys that really won the game for us. Me and Bron sprinkled in some makes every now and then, but the way those guys played, kept us in the game, got us the big lead, and ultimately won the game for us, Davis continued. "That's what we're going to need if teams are going to try take me and Bron away. We need the rest of the guys to play how they played tonight. If the pieces around James and Davis play this well the rest of the way, then their opponents would be in a bit of trouble." D'Angelo Russell was the pick of the bunch, as he had 21 points, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block while shooting 7-14 from the field. Austin Reeves, meanwhile, had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, and he went 5-11 from the field. Rui Hachimura was the most efficient of the starters, as he went 5-6 from the field and finished the night with 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Gabe Vincent, 9 points, Taurean Prince, 6 points, and Jackson Hayes, 2 points, also made some solid contributions off the bench for the Lakers. The only Laker role player to struggle was Spencer Dinwiddie, who went scoreless after missing all 3 of his shots. Still, all those other contributions made both James and Davis having a bit of an off night by their standards didn't cost the Lakers. Davis had 20 points, 15 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3 blocks, but shot just 6-16 from the field. LeBron was even worse when it came to efficiency, as he went 6-20 to finish with 23 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. As great players tend to do though, the 2 stars did manage to impact the game in other ways when their shot wasn't falling, which was crucial. By beating the Pelicans, the Lakers have set up a rematch of the 2023 Western Conference Finals in the first round, as they will face the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets, of course, swept the Lakers in that series, with Nikola Jokic outplaying Davis. If the Lakers are to avoid a repeat and maybe even pull off an unlikely series win, they need their 9-time All-Star to step up. Davis has not played great against the Nuggets this season, having averaged 22.0 points, 9.3 rebounds, 3.0 assists, 1.0 steals, and 3.0 blocks per game in the 3 meetings between the sides. Unless Davis ups those numbers, the Lakers are going to lose. It would be unfair to expect the 31-year-old to outplay Jokic, but he needs to play better against the 2-time MVP than he has so far this season. Will he do that? I am not completely sure. It is one of the reasons why I would pick the Nuggets to win, but this should be a closer series than the last one. LeBron James takes issue with former Lakers teammates award, kind of stings. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James is missing something. James, having amassed an NBA record 20 All-Star appearances, 19 All-NBA honors, 3 MVPs, and 4 NBA championships, says there is one award that eludes him to the point that it stings. Defensive Player of the Year, James said on the latest episode of The Shop, which the show teased on X on April 16. "That's the only award that I don't have in my house. It kind of stings. I've talked about this before, it don't make sense. The year I finished second in Defensive Player of the Year award, the guy who won didn't even make first-team All-Defense." James compared himself to pop icon Beyoncé. She has the most Grammy wins in history but has never won Album of the Year. An NBA icon, James has earned 6 All-Defensive Team honors. Only one of them was not as a first-teamer. The season in question is 2012-13 when James finished second behind Marc Gasol. The two would become teammates on the Lakers during the 2020-21 season. But Gasol was with the Memphis Grizzlies for that fateful season. That season, James won MVP while also notching All-NBA and All-Defensive Team honors in addition to his second-place finish in the race for Defensive Player of the Year. James would have joined Michael Jordan, 1987-88, Hakeem Olajuwon, 1993-94, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2020-21, as the only players to win the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year award in the same season. Interestingly enough, Gasol's was the second straight DPOY award handed to a player who failed to earn first-team All-Defensive honors in the same season. Tyson Chandler won in 2011-12 while making second-team All-Defense just like Gasol. It has still only happened 4 times in the award's 38-year history. That arguably underscores James' point about it not making sense. That was the closest he came in the voting to win the award. James' defensive prowess has understandably waned in recent seasons. The 39-year-old James can still call upon his natural abilities when necessary. But he is no longer the player who used to hawk smaller guards in crunch time. Having that award on the mantle would be one way to shut down critics. It also would have been another feather in his cap in the debate for the greatest player of all time. Even as James declared himself the GOAT, this still bothers him. It can be a double-edged sword for opponents. Just when they've grown accustomed to him sagging off or swiping rather than moving his feet on defense, he swoops in with a momentum-swinging block. Offensively, that can be seen in his ability to knock down the three with incredible ease, especially compared to earlier in his career. James is shooting a career-high 41% from beyond the arc this season. The Lakers will need the best version of James this postseason. It helps that, even after all he's accomplished in the NBA, he still has that kind of fire. Whether or not the Lakers can cash in on that this postseason remains to be seen. Pelicans head coach takes shot at the referees for not getting enough calls against the Lakers. The New Orleans Pelicans suffered a 110-106 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA play-in tournament on Tuesday, and head coach Willie Green was not happy with the officiating. The Lakers shot almost twice as many free throws as the Pelicans, and Green believes his team just has not been getting calls all season. "I don't feel like we have gotten a great whistle all season," Green said. "That's how I feel when I watch the games. We're one of the teams that dominate the paint night in and night out. We have a physical dominant force in Zion, Williamson, along with others, and it just seems like we're not getting those calls." It is important to note here that Green is not complaining about the Lakers getting 29 free throws in the game. The issue for him is that his team only shot 15 despite dominating inside. The Pelicans had a 62-36 advantage when it came to points in the paint, but didn't get too many trips to the line. Zion Williamson, who had 40 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block on the night for the Pelicans, was the only one to get some calls. Williamson was 6-9 from the line, and you could argue he should have shot a few more with how much contact he was drawing all night. At the end of the day, though, what cost the Pelicans here for me was not that they didn't get some calls. It was the fact that both Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum had stinkers. Ingram had just 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists against the Lakers and shot just 4-12 from the field. You could at least chalk that down to him having just returned from injury, but McCollum didn't have that excuse. The veteran recorded only 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists and shot 4-15 from the field. With the two stars struggling, you knew it was all over for the Pelicans when Williamson had to leave the game due to an injury with just over 3 minutes remaining. They managed to keep it close in his absence, but couldn't get over the line. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Willie Grenn? Leave your opinion in the comments.